The core energies for you today, Sagittarius, are have faith in your dreams and your commitment is being tested. What we see from these few cards on the table so far is that there is something right here that you have been working towards, something you have been envisioning for yourself in your life. And this is something that has not manifested yet or not fully. I really see you there thinking about this, wanting to achieve it, but at times it feels as though the more you try, the farther this gets. And you know, whenever that's the case, it just leaves you very confused because you do not know if it's something that is just delayed or something that will never happen. Obviously, with this card right here, your commitment is being tested. It just means that this might only be a bump in the road, a time in which there is something to learn, and after it's been learned, then finally the situation will unblock. Right next to have faith in your dreams, we do see love call. And this is a message of love, someone thinking about you, someone wanting to connect with you. Obviously, this is a general reading, so this could be a lover or somebody who you feel connected with emotionally. But it could also be that call, that confirmation that you are waiting for, that you are hoping for as well. If you have applied for something, if you are waiting to hear back in order to know if this is going to move forward or not, we see it right here and it's showing up, which means that soon, as we see also down here, it's going to actually be a concrete element, not just a thing that you can think about, fantasize about, without being able to really hold it in your hands. Whatever this is, it's coming towards you. Have faith in that because you're meant to have it. Now, on this side, we see passion, we see chemistry, we see like each other equally as well, which is telling us that whatever you are longing for, it's longing for you as well. There is a need for this to happen, not just on your end. Even though it might not look like it, it's not just on your end. This fighter card right in the middle, it's telling us, do not quit right now. Do not give up right now, Sagittarius, because this is coming. And there is a delay, obviously. This Wanderer card, it's just showing that there is confusion. It's as if somebody wants to go from point A to point B, but they keep walking zigzag because we'll have to find out. But this is coming towards you regardless, okay? Now, these are your core energies. Let's unpack them. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so the first thing that I notice here is that we start with a lot of wands over here, and I'll show you the cards in a second, and we end up with pentacles. And this transition, it's absolutely important and beautiful to see because this is not just a quick thing that it's coming in and then it's leaving again. This is something that it's going straight into your foundation and it's going to show up to stay. Now, we see here the issue, Seven of Cups, very similar to this Wanderer energy. There is definitely confusion, you know? There is somebody here who is thinking, is this too good to be true? Is this just an illusion? Something that I am seeing it in a certain way because I want it to be in that way? Or is this reality? You know, it feels like there are a lot of choices. Whomever is involved in this, they have other choices as well. Could be you, could be the other person, the both of you. And sometimes the more choices we have, the more confused we get as well, because we start thinking about all the possibilities, all the scenarios, and that keeps us stuck sometimes in a place where instead we're not moving at all. But also what I see right here is somebody who is thinking, should I send that message? Should I call that person? Should I go for this? And if I do, how is the other person going to react? Are they going to answer right away? Are they going to make me wait? Am I going to seem too vulnerable? So overall right here, there is somebody who is afraid to do this. We see all the passion that justifies that fear. This is like fire burning within you. This is really taking over sometimes your emotional state, therefore your thoughts and your actions. But we see the duality of things, you know? We see the potential and then we see the fear. We see the love and then we see just that feeling of being dependent on something that could destroy you. And you know what that's called? It's called love. It's called passion. That's what really love is about. Giving somebody the key to your heart, giving somebody the chance to really destroy you, but trusting them not to. And so this is actually making more sense than you might think, whether it's you or the other person. It's normal to feel this way. It's normal to go through this type of energy whenever we see something that we care about so much. Now, you're committed is being tested, and then passion comes in. So it looks like this is your time to persist. This is your time to not give up. And whether it is you taking action or you allowing action to be taken on the other end, please do it. Because with the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, we do see the results coming up soon, Sagittarius. The 7 of Pentacles over here talks about not just results, but sustainable results. This is a long-term view and something that right now feels like an investment, which means that you're giving and not receiving much back. But then eventually it's going to show all the results. Right here, I see somebody who all of a sudden finally understands that it's time to put work into this. And you know, for those of you who maybe are thinking about somebody who now is just a friend, the 7 of Pentacles can talk about friendship turning to romance as well. And we see it right here. We see it happening. Something that gets to the next stage, whatever that might be. But it cannot happen if you or the other person, obviously, think about this situation as something that will just, fail. Just for today, focus on everything that can go right. Okay? It can only get better from here if you think that way. So we do see that there is something coming in, but right after the two of you really do the right thing right here, which is not pushing each other away, playing games, doing all these things that eventually will just make you waste time. And yes, there are a lot of things that can happen, a lot of things that can go wrong, but also a lot of things that can go right. And that's not something that you should ignore, okay? This is actually moving faster than I originally felt at the beginning of the reading. Right here, I see someone maybe with this Spider card soon sending that message, connecting, and that will make you really realize, okay, all right, so I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only one who is seeing the potential for this to happen. Whatever this is, and I want to get a couple cards right next to it just to maybe get more details. Whatever this is, it will give you the confidence. It will make you see that the situation is moving and progressing after all. So Who is surprised to see the Eight of Swords over here? This is all about that energy that we were talking about over here. Somebody who is seeing it from a negative point of view. And you know, it's not just because of fears. There have been issues, right? Whether these issues have happened with this same person or just with other people in the past in similar situations, there is somebody here who might have some abandonment issues, okay? You, the other person, somebody here is interpreting a lot of signs as, okay, the other person doesn't care, or not good enough, or eventually they're going to leave. So we clearly see here a situation where the fears are blocking something that could actually be beautiful. And we get the confirmation over here once again. That is the first seed that will take you to the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles as well, potentially to the Ten of Pentacles as well. Yes, that message that comes in, that confirmation, whatever that might be, is the new beginning, is the new chapter. We see it right here. And you know, the Ace of Pentacles also reminds you, especially paired with these cards, that whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Whether you think that this is going to fail or maybe you think that this is going to succeed, you are right. So what does that mean? It means that right now, your thoughts, your mindset have more power over the ultimate outcome, the end outcome, than you think, than anything else does in this situation, okay? So your first message, your main message today, Sagittarius, is this is as scary as it can be beautiful. It's just the first phase. Before everything finally solidifies in all these pentacles energy that are on this side of the situation. You're not seeing it, you're doubting that type of energy into the situation because things right now are very much up in the air and are dictated by fears more than anything else. But there is a test, there is a message. Will you block it? Will you reject it? Will you ignore it? Or will you look into it? Will you try to understand if this has that potential that the cards at least are saying it does? Now, let's get to part 2 of the reading, where we're going to take a look at the energy on the other side. Let's see, just for a second, what's happening with the other person. Let's read into their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts. See if there's anything there that you should know about, okay? And then we are going to also take a look at the evolution of the situation in the future. Also, we'll look into what you don't see coming together with messages from your future self. If you want to watch part 2, you can find the link down below in the description box for you. Also, if you need a personal reading with me, don't forget that every Monday morning and Wednesday morning, I select people who have watched part 2 of the video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. You can find more details in the description box, okay? Now, stay tuned for the upcoming preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your part 2 of the reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Ace of Wands. And honestly, right here, we get another confirmation of the fact that something is coming in, something that will at first feel very similar to the rest of the energy that we were talking about, all that fire. Something comes in and maybe, you know, it comes in fast, but it will leave fast as well. No, no, no. We see that this Ace of Wands over here, which is an energy that it's very fiery, it's very quick as well. It will solidify into something stable and long-lasting. This Ace of Wands is preparing you for a spark, for something that you're going to look at, whether it's on your phone or whatever that might be. And it's going to make you feel so excited, so happy about it. It could be even a kiss, it could be something physical. It's just going to ignite that spark back within you. And you know, that will feel amazing, but it will feel scary because of all the reasons we have been talking about. And again, depending on how you interpret this, you or the other person, this might actually just stay into that Ace of Swords, actually better, Ace of Wands energy, or finally move into this stage with the Ace of Pentacles. So before looking into what this is, how it's going to evolve, let's just take a look at the other person's energy. Let's see what's going on there. What are they thinking? What you should know about the things that they're doing, the things that they are feeling, okay? Let's just take a look at that. Here we go. That Seven of Cups over here that we were just talking about. All right. Wow. The Chariot and Death over there with the Fool. All right. So Sagittarius, what we're seeing here is